Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Temple Israel. I'm Rabbi Michael Walk here on the beam of our sanctuary with Cantor Shira Lisick. And we're so glad that you are joining us on Zoom or on StreamSpot. And of course, a huge welcome to those of you with us in the sanctuary. It's still so new and novel to see your faces right in front of us, and it's great. We're happy to have you celebrate Shabbat. Welcome in the day of rest with us this evening. Cantor, are you ready for a marathon? You look energetic.
Do I? Thank you. It is a marathon. No matter how much you prep for Pesach, it always feels overwhelming.
Yeah, Passover is one of those holidays that You know it's coming. It's on your mind for at least a month from Purim. It's coming. It's coming. I have a million things to do. I have to get it done. Then all of a sudden, it is here. And you're either ready or you're not. But for us, in particular, this is a marathon because we are marking the beginning of what's conventionally called a 3-day Yontiv. We celebrate Shabbat tonight and tomorrow, and it leads right into the first 2 days of Pesach, the first 2 days of Passover on Sunday and Monday. And I happen to really enjoy Yontiv. I like the feeling of Yontiv. I like the meals. I like the services. But it's a long few days between all of the shul and the seders that we do. It's Tuesday is a sleep-in day, I think.
Yes.
But I'm excited to spend Yontiv conducting services with you and with our congregants, and looking forward to hearing how you lead us in services on Shabbat and over the first days of Passover. For me, I like Tal. It's always a really cool moment on the first day of Passover. The white robes, the high holiday music, that feeling of standing in front of God in the ark, asking for continued support is always a highlight of Passover for me. But let's get through Shabbat first. I'm going to ask everyone to please rise as we welcome in Shabbat, the day of rest, with the candle lighting blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos. You may be seated. We start Kabbalat Shabbat on page 11. Let us go and sing to Adonai. Let us trumpet praise to our protector. Filled with thanks, let us greet God, raising our voice in song, Lechuner Anana.
Lechuner Anana, Lechuner Anana, Lechuner Anana, L'Adonai, Lechuner Anana, Lechuner Anana, Nariya, Litzor Yishenu, Nekadma, Fana Betoda, Fana Betoda, Fana Betoda, Nekadma, Fana Betoda, Bizmirot, Bizmirot, Nariya lo. Lechuner Anana, Lechuner Anana, Lechuner Anana, L'Adonai, Lechuner Anana, Lechuner Anana, Nariya, Litzor Yishenu, Nekadma, Fana Betoda, Bizmirot, Nariya lo. 40 שנה כות בדור ואומרם תועיל לבבם והם נדעו דרכי אשר נשבעתי ואפי אם יבואון אל מנוחתי.
Sing to Adonai a new song. Sing to Adonai all the earth. Page 13. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash.
שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, ספרו בגויים כבודו, בכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומולד מאוד. נוראו על כל אלוהים, שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסרו מיום ליום ישועתו, כי כל אלוהי העמים אלילים, אדוני שמיים עשה, הוד והדר לפניו, עוז ותפארת במקדשו, שירו שירו לאדוני, כל הארץ שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, חסרו מיום ליום ישועתו. שירו לאדוני, שירו לאדוני. ישמחו השמיים ותגל הארץ, ירם הים ומלואו, יעלו שדי בכל אשר בו, אז ירננו כל עצי יער. לפני אדוני קיווה לשפוט הארץ, ישפוט תבל בצדק, ועמים באמונתו.
We continue the bottom of page 20, the final 3 lines, Romamu. We continue page 23, Lecha Dodi.
Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pini Shabbat, Nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pini Shabbat, Nekabela. Shamor v'zachor b'dibur echad, Yishmianu el ha'miyuchad. Adonai echad, u'shemo echad, l'shemo tiferet v'litila. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, ki mekor haberacha. מקדם נסוך, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Pnei Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam b'simcha u'b'tola. Toch emunei am segula, boi chala. Lecha Dodi, Likrat Kala, Shabbat Bekavena.
May be seated. We continue page 27, a song for the day of Shabbat. Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat.
Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat. Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Ozamer l'shimcha elyon. Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Mizmor Shir. Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat. Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Ozamer l'shimcha elyon. Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Le'agid b'boker chasdecha, be'emunatcha, b'leilot, alei asur v'alei bavel, alei higayon, bechinor. Mizmor Shir Leyom HaShabbat. Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Tov lehodot l'Adonai. Uzamer l'shimcha elyon. Ulezamer l'shimcha elyon. Tzadik atamar yifrach ke'erez balbanon yizke shetuli bevit Adonai lechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichun odinu v'mesevad shinim v'rananim yiyu lehagik yashar Adonai turi v'lo havlatabo.
Page 29.
Adonai malaki ulavish, lavish Adonai uzitazar atikon tevel baltimon. Mikolot mayim rabim adirim mishbereyam, adir bamarom Adonai, erotachanem numil levetcha navakodesh, Adonai leorech yamim.
As we conclude Kabbalat Shabbat, we think of those in our lives we love, our family and friends, the people we are looking forward to spending Passover with, whether in person or over Zoom. As we think of those people, we extend to them the words of Birkat Kohanim, the ancient priestly blessing.
Yevarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha ken yehi ratzon.
May Adonai bless you and guard you.
Yair Adonai panav ilecha v'yichuneka ken yehi ratzon.
May Adonai show you favor and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav ilecha v'yasim lecha shalom. Ken yehi ratzon yasim lecha shalom. Ken yehi ratzon yasim lecha
Adonai show you kindness and grant you peace.
King Yiratzon.
We now think of those in our lives in need of healing. In our special prayers tonight, we think of Chana Miriam bat Rivka, Avram Mordechai ben Fega, Tamar bat Rachel Yehuda, Rav Yaakov Chai ben Hadassah, Shimon ben Yaakov Mordechai ben Naomi, Devorah bat Sarah, Hershel Yehoshua ben Malka, Perel bat Rezel, Dov ben Ita, Shmuel Yaakov ben Kalia ba'Ari, Devorah Rachel, Aviva bat Chaya, Malka bat Sarah, Leib Yisrael ben Sipora, Eliza Mira bat Leah, Tzivya bat Chana, Zevdov ben Baruch Beleah, Yudit bat Miriam, Meira Bracha bat Chana, Shmuel ben Ariel, Tzipora bat Chasha, Fegla bat Chasha, Arya ben Malka, Rachel bat Ruth, Harav Moshe Achanan ben Harav Abraham Halevi, Kalman Pinchas ben Moshe ve'Eta, Sarah bat Chaya, Chanoch Yitzchak ben Sarah, Sarah bat Shendol, Benjamin Noah, Ever Yitzchak, Yosef ben Miriam, Shiri Ruth, Batia bat Yaakov Yerushalayim, Cyril v'Moshe Kalman, Miriam Sivya bat Aaron Betova, Howard and Beverly Kaufman, Elijah Avila, Jordana Faith Ram, Mabel Tannenbaum, Kathy Berlin, Maxine Albaum, Sandra Harold, and Don Roth. And now take a moment to recite the names of anyone you'd like to pray for this evening. Prayer for healing.
El narefanala, Mishel birach avoteinu, El narefanala, Mishel birach imoteinu. Grant us refuah shlema. Grant us refuah shlema. May the source of healing renew our bodies, renew our spirit, and let us say Amen.
A prayer for healers. May God, who blessed our ancestors, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless you for honoring God and caring for God's creation. May God protect and save you from COVID-19 and all other illness, and send blessing and success to the work of your hands, along with teachers and with all those whose jobs put them in danger during this time, all those who are doing their part to ease suffering and to save lives. May God bless you every time you rise up from your bed, walk out of your home, and go to work. May you return to your loved ones each and every day in full health, and let us say, Amen.
Amen.
Turn in the Siddur to page 30, and I invite those in mourning or marking a yort site to rise and join me in the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, v'yalma divera kirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru, Amen. Yehi shemei rabbah mevorach le'olam u'lamei olmaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei, v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei dekutsha rihu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata damiran v'yalma v'yimru, Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru, Amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav Yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru, Amen. May be seated. So as a number of congregants have noticed and commented to me, they've observed that I have a few different talesim, a few different talises that I alternate between each Shabbat. I think of my talit, my talis, as something like the Torah intended, as a piece of clothing, not just a religious item, but a piece of clothing is one that I pick out, like a shirt or a tie, that I pick out because I like the way it looks or because it has some special significance to me. This particular talit that I am using tonight is very important. And this is not a boast, it is also probably the most expensive talit you could possibly buy. Let me tell you why. While the design is basic blue and silver stripes, the atara, the neckband, made of blue felt with the image of the burning bush, indicates that this talit came from the Jewish Theological Seminary, or JTS. Each rabbi or cantor who is ordained receives a JTS talit when he or she graduates, which makes this, at the cost of 5 years of graduate school, the most expensive talit you could possibly own. At the ordination ceremony, the rabbi or cantor selects a mentor who stands with them in front of the Beit Din of 3 senior clergy members who confer the new title on the ordainee. Then you turn to your mentor, who gives you a personal blessing and then wraps you in your new talit. My mentor at my JTS ordination in 2012 was my father, Cantor Morris Wolk. I had any number of wonderful teachers in school and rabbis from whom I learned in the field, but I selected my father because I believed then, and continue to believe at 9 years into this career, that I learned an incredible amount about relating to people as a clergy person from watching him at work as I was growing up. This talit, when I put it on, reminds me that I am the heir to an incredible tradition, to traditions of learning and of practice that have been passed on to me by all of my teachers, both in school and in life. I share this story, this memory tonight, because our Torah portion tomorrow, Parshat Tzav, tells of the very first ordination ceremony in Jewish history. Moses ordains his brother Aaron and Aaron's sons as the first Kohanim, or priests of the Jewish people. And the practice of dressing a new rabbi in his or her official garb comes from this parsha, when Moses dresses Aaron in the priestly tunic and robe and places the breastplate on his chest and the headdress and gold frontlet on his head. Ceremonially dressing another person in the clothing of that person's office is both a very intimate and a very public way of demonstrating the faith that the ordainer has in the ordainee to carry out the sacred job. But unlike my ordination, Aaron's ordination did not end when he was fully clothed as a priest. Moses goes on to slaughter a ram, sacrifices portions of the ram to God, and then takes the blood of the ram and smears it on Aaron's right ear, on the thumb of his right hand, and on the big toe of his right foot. I don't do particularly well with blood, so I continue to be grateful that this ceremony passed from usage millennia before I would have had to worry about it at my ordination. The ritual described invokes for us images of the most primitive forms of religion. But Torah commentators have used these gory details to teach us what is important in our behavior, in our careers, and how we are judged. The blood used represents life and reminds the Kohen, reminds the priest that although he may be involved in the sacred service of God, in this work that few people are able to do, he is also always involved in service of the living Jewish people. The choice of body parts is also deliberate. The Egyptian Bible commentator Philo taught, the fully consecrated, the Kohen, must be pure in words and in actions and in life. For words are judged by hearing, the ear, the hand is the symbol of action, and the foot is the pilgrimage or the journey of life. Being ordained as a rabbi or as a cantor or as a priest in ancient times is a powerful religious moment that only a few people experience. But the lessons of the ancient ordination are valuable for religious leaders and for anyone who is vested with any kind of authority. You may be knowledgeable, you may be a master of your discipline, but the most important part of the job is not the technical skills that you bring, but the people whom you serve and how you bring those technical skills to those very same people. I imagine that Aaron, standing up in front of the people, the blood of this newly sacrificed ram all over his body, felt the weight of the tradition on the moment and the weight of the expectations of the people for whom he would serve as the priest. I strive as a rabbi, and I hope that everyone strives in all of their fields to always think of the people affected by your work before anything else that you do. Shabbat Shalom. We continue with the Mariv, the evening service, beginning with the Barafu on page 39. Please rise. May be seated. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, whose word brings the evening dusk, whose wisdom opens the gates of dawn, whose understanding changes the day's divisions, whose will sets the succession of seasons and arranges the stars in their places in the sky, who creates day and night, who rolls light before darkness and darkness from light.
ומעביר יום ומביא לילה, ומבדיל בין יום ובין לילה, אדוני צבאות שמו, אל חי וקיים. תמיד נאכלנו לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני, המריב הרבי.
Amen. Page 40.
אהבת עולם בלתי תשלמך, אהבת כי הם חיינו ואורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם בלילה, בבטחת תעשה ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל. שמע ישראל, אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Adonai Elohechem, amen.
Page 43. Then Moses, Miriam, and the people of Israel joyfully sang to you, Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, page 44.
ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נהדר בקודש נורא תהילות עושה פלא נורא תהילות עושה פלא מלכותך ראו בניך וכהים לפני משה זה אלינו ויאמרו זה אלינו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נהדר בקודש נורא תהילות עושה פלא נורא תהילות עושה פלא ונאמר כי פתרנתי כל מי חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גיא ישראל.
Amen. Allow us, Adonai our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Blessed are you who spreads a canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem. Page 45, Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom leshalom Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom לשלום בהעמידנו מלכנו לחיים חיים ופרוס עלינו סוכות שלומך שלומך. When I lay down at night, when I rest my head, oh God, watch over me. And when the morning comes, we thank Adonai and pray for peace. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom behamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom behamidenu malkeinu lechaim. Ushmor tzitinu vo'enu lechaim u'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam ufros alenu sukat shalomecha baruch ata Adonai haporei sukat shalom alenu v'kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim.
Amen. Page 46. Please rise for Vishamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. הניעו בבני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ועמד דברי חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי כל בית ישראל. בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יש מרבה מבורך לעולם ולעולמיה. יתברך יתברך וישתבח ויפאר בתרומה וינשא ויתעטר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי קודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה בנחמתה דמירן בעלמא יאמרו
Amen. We spend the next few moments in silent prayer, the words of the Amidah, beginning in the Seder on page 47.
והיא שעמדה לאבותינו, והיא שעמדה לאבותינו ולנו, שלא אחד בלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו, עמד עלינו לכלותנו. והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו, מצילנו מהאדם. והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו, מצילנו מהאדם. לה 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 יה לה 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 יה לה 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 והיא שעמדה לאבותינו, והיא שעמדה לאבותינו ולנו, שלא אחד בלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו, עמד עלינו לכלותנו.
A beautiful melody by contemporary Israeli composer Yonatan Razel really puts me in the mood for Passover in a very soulful way. Thank you, Cantor. Page 54, Kaddish Shalem.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, ביום תברח חילוצי במנפחותי בחיי חון במכון בחית רבית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב אמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יפרח, יפרח, וישתבח, ויברח, ותרומה וינשא, ויתהדר, ויצלח, ויצלח, ונקודשה בריחו. לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תשבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן מעלמה ואמרו אמן. תקבל צלצון ובעצון זוכה ישראל קדם, אבוהני וישמעי ואמרו אמן. יהי שם הרב מן שמיים וחיים אלינו ולכל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום. עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן.
Amen. I think I need some help for Kiddush tonight. Ellie, could you help me out with the Kiddush, please? I'm going to ask you to hold this gigantic Kiddush cup, stand right over here, and hold it up high so everyone can see it. And you get to enjoy it when we're done with the Kiddush. Sabri Maranan Rabbanan Rabbotai Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'yavav ratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh zecher litziat mitzrayim kivanu v'acharta v'yotanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodshecha b'yahava uvratzon hinchaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. Amen. Chaim. Take a sip, Ellie. A little challenging.
Pretty good, huh?
Good job. It's heavy, isn't it? Thank you.
The taste of Shabbos
taste of
is
Shabbos.
grape juice.
We continue with Aleinu on page 56.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נותן השמיים ויוצר הארץ, ומשב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגברי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו ואינון, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום להשיבותה בלבבך, כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל, והארץ מתחתינו. כי המלכות שלך יום תמלוך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
May be seated. This Shabbat, we mark the yortzites of Herbert Rosenfeld, Marcia Roz Friedman, Jean Roskind, Rosa Bear Weinstein, Reuben Cohen, Harry Meltzner, Fanny Levenkron, Alec Levy, Isidore Friedman, Morton Silverstein, Toby Hirsch, Joe Weiser, Louis Goldsticker, Dave Lerner, Otto Schneider, Jeannie Richards, Lisa Cherniak, Pauline Suskind, Freda Pransky-Siegel, Eleanor Schlager, Lola Wheeler, Nina Levy, Sheila Fisher, Murray Vanglish, Lawrence Shane, Margie Clayman, Margaret Sass, Gary Kaplan, Sheila Fisher, Elizabeth Hirsch, Jay Mahler, Rose Cohen, Gerald Warshaw, Ida Marie Berman, Abraham Richmond, Fanny Garton, and Max Powell. We also extend condolences to families in Shiva and Shloshim, to Louis Fisher for the passing of his brother-in-law, Alan Brightman, to Donna Waga for the passing of her husband, Alan Waga, Michelle Rusko and Alan Jonathan for the passing of Michelle's mother, Roberta Shulman, to Shari Sokolowitz for the passing of her cousin, Dorothy Leppert, to Irene Pearl for the passing of her husband, Joseph Meyer Pearl, to the Straz, Lusky, and Valenstein families for the passing of Marcia Lusky-Kokiel, and to the Kasman family for the passing of Sharon Kasman. Page 58, I invite those in mourning or marking a yortzeit to rise and join me in the mourner's Kaddish. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah v'yalma divera kirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael ba'gala u'bizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi Shemei Rabbah mevorach le'olam olameo maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yitalal shemei dekudsha brichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata tush bechata v'nechamata damiran v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. May be seated. Now, before Ellie came up, she asked me a great question. Ellie asked me a Jewish question. She said, what is more important, a kippah or a mask? And Ellie, interesting question that we could debate for hours. And they're similar in some ways and they're different in others. I wear a kippah because I like people to know that I am Jewish and proud of it. And also the traditional reason is it's a reminder of God above us in a presence in our lives. And wear a mask out of respect and out of courtesy to desire to keep other people around me safe. So they serve very different purposes. I would probably say right now, I would consider the mask more important, but I really can't wait till we get to a time when that is not the case. But thank you for asking that question. Happy to call our president, Teresa Brenner, to share some words of Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you, Rabbi Walk. Shabbat Shalom, Temple Israel family. Thank you, Rabbi, for leading us in services this evening and for your, as always, inspiring words of wisdom. Thank you, Cantor Lissick, for your beautiful voice. It was a lovely, special song this evening. Thank you, Sean Seifert, for your audiovisual support. Adam Ward, for your musical accompaniment. And Sue Ann Burrows for acting as Zoom Gabbai this evening. Please plan on joining us for services tomorrow morning at 9:30 a.m. for Shabbat. For planning purposes, there will not be evening minyan tomorrow night. Please also plan on joining us at 9:30 a.m. for services for the first day of Pesach and the second day on Sunday and Monday. We are continuing our reopening plans. We have, as the rabbi said, congregants in person this evening. It's so wonderful to see people in person in our sanctuary. Sign up for in-person attendance for March and April continues. Of course, all services will also be held virtually. Please plan on joining us in person when you feel comfortable. To assist us with continuing on our reopening path, please be on the lookout for a blast email around the first week in April with a very short 6 questions in-person services survey. Please complete the survey. It will help guide us going forward. Jews and Brews with Rabbi Walk will be held this Thursday at 10 a.m. on April 1st, but will not be held the following Thursday. Get ready for our second night virtual Seder, Let Our People Sing with Rabbi Walk and Cantor Lissick this Sunday, March 28th from 6 to 8 p.m. The Seder will be virtual, a musical, engaging, and fun event for the entire family. The Passover Haggadah that will be used may be downloaded from your Temple Israel weekly email blast. The Rose Room gift shop is open for shopping by appointment and also always for online shopping with curbside pickup or delivery to your home. For more information, please reach out to Stephanie Meadow. After Shabbat, please see our website, Kol Israel, and your weekly email blast for complete information about the Shabbat Zoom link, the Stream Spot box, and upcoming events, including youth events with Alan Jonathan. We offer many opportunities for services, learning, community, and friendship. Please join us. Shabbat Shalom and Hag Passover Sameach.
Thank you, Teresa. Teresa, I saw a billboard from another synagogue with a great slogan that I thought you would like. It said, think positive, test negative, get vaccinated.
I love it. And starting April 7th in North Carolina, every adult is eligible for vaccination. So that is perfect. Thank you.
We should make it our slogan right now. Thank you. We conclude Kabbalat Shabbat with Shalom Aleichem. We turn back to page 5.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Asharet, Malachi Elyonim, Melech Malachi HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Asharet, Malachi Elyonim, Melech Malachi HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Malachi Shalom, Malachi Elyon. Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
shalom.